All right, next bar I'm going to put in is a closed stirrup. For a lot of these typical shapes, we have them built right into Allplan, as you can see here, even some 3D ones for corbels and spacers. And you can always just draw a 3D line and convert that into a bar as well. So it's really easy to create all these different shapes that you need inside of Allplan. Turning on expand and adapt edges, we can see that it's going to go and find our edges for us, so we don't have to click a lot of points. Notice whatever face I'm getting closest to is where it's going to put that hook for me. So just another implicit way that Allplan takes your input without you having to do too much for it. Now I'm going to follow a bit of a different workflow using our tool here, Sweep Bars Along Path. This is great. I can select bars. I can create multiple sections in my element and then say, how that bar is going to change and what it's supposed to look like in each of the sections that I draw. Or I can just draw it in a single section and ask that it updates to the geometry, which is what I'm going to do here. So now that I've selected my bars in just the one section, I'm going to choose a couple of paths. These are the control paths. This is what actually controls the shape and the size of the bar. And when I hit escape, we can see that immediately pop into 3D and our 2D. It's showing our bars over here, and it's making that perfect step change for us. You'll notice a lot of options in terms of interpolation. We can do different regions for different spacings. We'll see later an example in a pre-stressed concrete beam. We can do projections and holdbacks independently for both the transverse and the longitudinal reinforcement. I've only selected transverse bars here, but if I had multiple bars and selected them all in one section, it would make that I could affect them both independently here as well. All right, now I'm going to place some bars with hooks here. So I'll just switch this over to a straight bar with some hooks. And I'm going to draw it in my plan view. I'll turn off expand and adapt edges. And you can see here, it's just as simple as selecting the edge. All right, so I've just clicked those couple of edges there. And we can see this takes the shape. And now I'm ready to place this along my transverse bar here. So I'm going to skip over placing a label for my shape in the interest of time. And now I'm going to place this as a place along segment. And this is great because I can simply select an edge of my bar, any transverse reinforcement that I may have, and it'll place it along that segment. And it's basically just finding the start and end exactly for us so that we can place those bars in here, just saving us that one extra step.